Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about digraphs. So a digraph is two letters that come together to spell one sound. So I'm going to say that again. It's two letters that come together to spell one sound. So can you do that with me? All right, let's do this. Let's get our two letters up. It's two letters. They come together to make one sound. Good. So a digraph comes together, two letters that come together to make one sound. That sound is called a phoneme. A phoneme is the smallest sound in a word. So today's digraph we're talking about is SH. Now SH, so SH spells the phoneme sh. So it's S and H coming together to make that one sound sh. Now I know that S by itself says s, and H by itself says but when I put those two letters together, they come together to make that one sound, shh. Just like my friend here is saying, shh. Like someone's telling you, shh, it's time to be quiet. So we are going to be discussing SH today. So I'm going to pop this up on my chart here so we can reference it as we're learning today. So again, one more time, we're working on that digraph, SH, SH come together to make that one sound, shh. Good. So what I'm going to do is we're going to say some words, and we are going to count out the phonemes in that word. Remember, the phonemes are the smallest sound in each word. So I'm going to start with one word, and I'm going to start with my fist like this, okay? So I'm going to have my hand like this, and this is going to be my word. I'm going to say my word, and then I'm going to sound out each sound as I say it. I'm going to say it nice and slow and break that word apart. And then I'm going to bring it back together and say it together. And then we're going to figure out where do we hear that shh sound, okay? So let's start with the word shed. Like, I put my tools in a shed. Okay, so we're going to get our hand ready. Shed. Now, let's sound out that word. Sh, d, shed. Good job. Let's do that one more time. Let's sound out that word one more time. Shed. Sh, d, shed. Good. So now I want to figure out where did I hear the sh sound in shed. So I'm going to look at some boxes here that are going to help me sound out my word. And I have three boxes here because I have three sounds in the word shed. So I'm going to use this marker to help me out here as I sound it out. Are we ready? Sh, d, shed. Okay, so let's try it one more time and see where is that sh sound in the word shed. Sh, d. Where did you hear that sh sound? Yeah, it's at the beginning, that first box there. So we hear it when we say sh, d. Sh is that first sound. Good, let's try another one. We're going to use the word dish. And this one's a little different, so I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to start with my word, dish. Now I'm going to sound it out. D, sh, dish. Let's sound it out one more time to make sure we're ready. Dish, d, sh, dish. All right, let's look at our boxes here. And where do we think we hear that sound? D, sh. Where is that digraph? You're right, it's in that last box there. Shh, it's at the end of the word. Great job, everybody. Okay, we have one more word, and it's shut. Like, I shut the door so no, the more bugs can get in. Ready? Let's say our word. Shut. Sh. T. Shut. Well, where do we hear that sh sound? Sh. T. You're right. It's in that first box. It's that first sound in our word. So the first phoneme in the word shut is that digraph. Shh. Good job, my friends. So now what we're going to do is we are going to make some words with the sh sound in it, with that digraph sh. So what I have here is I have some letters that I have on my board. But before we get started, I want you boys and girls to grab a piece of paper and something to write with. Because what I'm going to do is I am going to pull down my letters here and I'm going to make the words. And you're going to help me sound them out, read them, and then I want you to write them. And I'll write them too. I have my piece of paper and a marker here with me. Okay, so as we spell them, we're going to spell a word, sound it out, read it, and then we're going to write it on our paper here, okay? So if you need to, pause the video, go get yourself a piece of paper and something to write with. It can be a pen, pencil, marker, crayon, whatever you want, okay? All right, so hope everybody's back because we're gonna start spelling our words. Okay, so the first word I'm gonna make today, I'm gonna look at my letters here and I think I'm gonna start with this letter here. The letter C. And I know letter C says k. Bring that down. K. Now the next letter I'm going to bring down is a vowel, A. And A says a. So k, a. And then I'm going to bring down the P, p. Now we're going to sound that word out. K, a, p. And what word do we have there? K, a, p. Cap. Good job. So the word cap. Now that word does not have my digraph sh in it, but we're practicing. We'll get there. So I want to write that word down on my piece of paper here. So I'm going to write cap on my paper. So I'm going to write it, and I can write it kind of big. I don't need to write too small. I want to make sure I have room to write my words on my page. I don't want to write too big. But I'm going to write it nice and neat, and I'm going to read that word, cap. Good job, boys and girls. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next word here. And we've done this in class before where we've changed the letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the ending sound here. And I'm going to take that P and I'm going to put it back up here. And I want to change the word. I'm going to bring down two letters here, my S and my H. So I'm going to put S-H down here. And remember, S-H is my digraph. So those two letters come together to make one sound, shh. So let's sound out our word. K, a, shh. What word is that? Cash. Good. So k, a, shh. Cash. Good. So let's write our word, cash. Now I didn't change the first two letters. I kept C and A the same. So I'm just going to write on my paper here. Good, everybody. Here we go. Now I'm going to read my words. Cap, cash. Excellent work, my friends. Okay. I'm going to make my next word, and I'm going to change the beginning sound with this word. So I'm going to move my C back up, and I'm going to pull down this letter D here. Now let's sound out our word. D, a, sh. Dash. That's right. Dash. That's good. So we'll sound it out one more time. D, a, sh. And we hear that digraph at the end of the word there, that sh sound. So I'm going to write that word. Let me put my board here. Oh, you guys still can't see it there. That's okay. So I'm going to write the word dash. And I just changed my beginning sound from C to D. And I kept the last letters the same. So I have cap, cash, dash. Good job. All right, we're going to continue on to my next word. And I'm going to take my 2 letters at the end away. And, oh, I'm sorry. Nope, Miss Humphreys made a mistake. Silly Miss Humphreys. I'm going to keep those there. And I'm actually going to change my vowel. I'm going to change my middle vowel. So now it's not going to say F anymore. My middle vowel is going to say I. All right, so let's sound out our word. D, I, sh. Dish. Good job. So now we're going to write our word one more time. Let's sound it out. D, I, sh. And where do we hear that digraph? At the end of the word. Great job. So let's write our word dish. So that's going to be D, I, S, H, because that SH come together to make that one sound. So now I've added dish to my list. Great job. We're going to continue on. So my next word, now I'm going to change my last sound. Silly Miss Humphreys. I'm losing my marbles, guys. All right, I'm going to bring down the letter P instead. So now I'm going to sound out my word here. D, I, dip. That's right, dip. I like chips and dip. D, I, dip. Good job. So let's write that word down. It's a CVC word for us, so we can sound that word out too really nicely. So D, I, P, dip. Now, like I said, I'm just going to add that to the bottom there. So I have cap, cash, dash, dish, and dip. Good job. We are working so hard today. All right, our next word we're going to change. I'm going to change my beginning sound now. I want you to be careful when I do this. I am going to bring down the letter S. What do I have here? Sip. Sip. Yes, I did not put an H there, so it does not say shh at the beginning yet. Right now it just says it. Sip. Good job. So let's write that word. Sip. So let's write it here. We have S, I, P. I had to start a whole new column. Sip. There we go, my friends. Now, let's add that digraph, okay? Let's make this word have a digraph in there. So I'm going to move my S over a little bit to make some room for my H, because I want SH to come together to make that one sound. Shh, shh, I, p, ship. Good job. That's right. This has ship. So where do we hear that digraph? Shh, I, p, ship. You're right. We hear it at the beginning of the word. Good job. So let's write our word, ship. Okay, so it is S, H, I, P, ship. Good job. So let's move on to our next word here. I am now going to change, instead of changing my beginning or my ending, I'm going to change my middle vowel. And I'm going to change it to O. If I think carefully, short O says ah, like octopus. Okay, so remember SH come together to make that one sound. Shh, ah, p, shop. Good job. So we hear that shh, ah, p, shop. Where do we hear that sh sound? That's right, at the beginning of the word. Fantastic. Let's write our word. Let's add it to our list here. So we're just writing the word ship again, but we're changing that middle vowel sound to make it shop. So it's S-H-O-P instead of S-H-I-P. Shop. Fantastic job, my friends. Our list is so long. We have a couple more words to do. So let's see. I am going to change this now. I am going to take this S away. When I take this S away, what happens to H? Yeah, it starts to say its regular sound again. So it no longer says shh with the S. It says ah, hop. Ah, the word hop. Good. So let's write our word on our board again, on our paper. Hop. And that's a CVC word as well. So it's nice and easy to sound out. Hop. Great job, boys and girls. Okay, let's do one more word today. And I am going to change my middle vowel sound again. So I'm going to take my O away and I'm going to replace it with I. Now let's see what we have here. Hip. Good, hip. That is our new word, hip. So hip. Good, let's write our word down on our board or on our papers. All right, H-I-P. And let's look here. We have, whoa, look at all of our new words that we can read today. Let's read through them. Cap, cash, dash, dish, dip, sip, ship, shop, hop, hip. Wonderful job today, boys and girls. Now remember, we were working on our digraph, SH. And one more time, when we put SH together, they come together to make one sound. Shh. Boys and girls, I'm so proud of you today. I hope you practice writing your words and using your words in your reading and your writing today for your SH words. All right, have a great day. Bye.